So, your guy's PS5 is not turning on. Here's how to fix it. We'll be going over some different steps you can try out to make sure your PS5 turns on again. So let's start off with the most common problem. Check your power cable and outlet. So sometimes your cable will be faulty, maybe there's some problem, maybe it has a cut, maybe it's ripped somehow. So definitely check the cable that connects your PS5 to the outlet, so to the power grid. Double check that, make sure it's plugged in correct, make sure it's working. If it is, your outlet might also be the problem. So double check that your outlet is working. So to do that, you can get any device that you know is working, so any charger you know is working. So for your phone, for example, plug that in the same outlet as the PS5 was plugged in. So plug that out and plug the other one in. And then if it still doesn't work, then the outlet is probably the problem. And then you'll just have to set up your PS5 somewhere else and use a different outlet. That's a pretty easy fix and a really common problem. Next, you can try power cycling your PS5. Sometimes there's just too much power in your PS5, it doesn't want to turn on, it's not working correctly. And to fix this, you want to hold down the power button until the white light stops flashing. Then disconnect the power cable, then wait 20 minutes or longer while at the start pressing the power button so all of the power flows out. And then after 20 minutes or so, you can restart your PS5 again and it should start working again if that was the problem. Next, another cable problem. Make sure your display cable and outlet are working. So check if the HDMI cable that connects your PS5 to your monitor or to your TV is working correctly. So check if it's not ripped, check if there's no damage to it, and also check the outlets. So check on your monitor where it's plugged in if there's any problem with the outlet, or on your PS5 if there's any problem with the outlet right there. And then if there is, you just got to get a new HDMI cable so it starts working. Next, make sure your PS5 is cool. So make sure it's not overheating. This is usually a problem that just makes it turn off and not turn on, but it might still be the problem. So make sure it's on a good ventilated place. Don't have it in a drawer, have it on your desk, have it somewhere where there's a lot of air coming to it. You can also set up a fan next to it to cool it down. It can also happen that a lot of dust builds up inside. So to get the dust out, you'll need a screwdriver. Then you can open up your PS5 and then you can get all of the dust out there. Next, something that might happen is that it's stuck in rest mode. So rest mode is really good to save power, still allowing downloads in the background, but it might be stuck there and that's why it can't start up. So to fix that, try holding down the power button for 15 seconds to force a reboot, and then if you're lucky, your PS5 will start normally and you'll be sent to the home screen and you'll be able to do whatever. Next, let's go over some other built-in recovery options, or how you can use a disc to start it. So if your PS5 does have a disc slot, you can try entering a disc. This can be a Blu-ray disc, DVD, or CD, and this will naturally force a start of the PS5. So try that out. Next, you have some restart options. So you can restart in safe mode. To do this, hold down the power button until you hear a second beep. Connect your DualSense controller via USB and then push its PlayStation button. On screen, just select Restart PS5. That will just restart everything normally. And if that doesn't help, your last option is to perform a factory reset. So really try this as the last option because you do lose some data. You lose all locally saved data. But if you have your PlayStation account, you can just sign into that and then re-download any games and anything that's stored in the cloud. So to do that, connect your controller again and then push the PlayStation button, and then on screen you want to reset PS5, and that will factory reset the whole PS5. And yeah, that's how you do it. That's really the last solution because you do lose data from this, but if nothing else helps, you'll need to try this out. I hope these solutions helped you out. I hope your PS5 turns on again. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if it did, and comment down below if you have any more questions.